Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is a combined haul from L3 and Scoopable Wax Melts. I wanted to do a combined haul video. I've had these two orders for a little while, and I just wanted to sit down and do this tonight. I think I'm getting a little bit of a cold. I feel that in the back of the throat, sore throat feeling. So if I sound a little scratchy or I do have to clear my throat or cough a little bit, that's why. I wanted to get this video filmed. I still need to do my empties also, but that's going to have to see how I'm doing the next couple of days. Let's go ahead and get started. First of all, happy Monday. We made it to Monday. Today's the 19th, I think, February 19th. Can't believe it. We're almost in March. I have all of my goodies from both of my orders in this tote here. As you can see, excuse me, lots of scoops, lots of yumminess. Scoops, no matter what vendor it is, at least the vendors that I buy from, their scoops just perform beautifully in my home, and especially Scoopable Wax Melts. I tend to just buy her Scoopables because that's what I really like from Kathy. So I'm going to do the Scoopable Wax Melts because it's a little bit smaller order than the L3 order is. Scoopable Wax Melts, of course, is owned by Kathy and Tim Faley or Foley. I'll have to ask her how to pronounce her last name. But they are the parents of Jenny Oaks, who owns Rose Girls. So she had a 3 cakes pre-order in January, and that's what this order is here. 3 cakes is one of her most famous blends. It's a combination of yellow cake, birthday cake, and cupcakes at Tiffany's to make up the 3 cakes. So Kathy has decided at least twice a year in January and June, she's going to be offering the 3 cakes pre-order. I had a couple of requests, and one of them was picked. So that's why I made this order. I bought, I think, 8 scoops from Kathy. She had a sale. She had a flash sale on Friday on her Facebook page. She does that from time to time. And then on Saturday, she had Saturday at 12 Central, I think. I knew that because it was 11 o'clock my time. She had a ready to ship. So her and Tim offer both pre-orders and ready to ship, and they're doing different sizes. They're doing roses right now for her harder wax, and of course she does the chunk loaves and all sorts of stuff. Like I said, I concentrate on just the scoops, so that's what I have my eye out for. So we got a couple of samples in here. Okay, I got everything in here, I think. So, Scoopable Wax Melts, of course, comes with a card like this. This is the thank you card. Oh, it happens to match my nails. You can see my ring light in the background. I apologize for that. So this is the card, the thank you card, that comes with every order from Tim and Kathy, and all their social information and all of that good stuff. And I got a couple of samples. I'll talk about those last here. First scoop I want to talk about, these are all three cakes blends. This first one is Carbs 3 cakes. So Carbs 3 cakes is yellow cake, birthday cake, cupcakes at Tiffany's, and then Carbs. And I don't really know if Kathy created Carbs back in the day or if Jenny created Carbs. But Carbs is a blend that's cookies and cakes and everything carby. So it's natural that it blends well with 3 cakes. To my nose, if you've never smelled 3 cakes before, to my nose, 3 cakes is cupcakes at Tiffany heavy. It's creamy cupcakes at Tiffany's. And I have had 3 cakes alone, and I've had it in different blends. I don't care for it alone because it's a little bit too much cupcakes at Tiffany's. But I do know that that is a crazy popular oil across the board, no matter what vendor. All of you guys love it. I just prefer it blended with stuff. It's not that it stinks or anything like that to me. It's just what I like, cupcakes at Tiffany's. So Carbs, this to me, I'm not getting outright carbs or outright 3 cakes. I'm getting a really ultra creamy 3 cakes. So like I said, the Carbs is just giant jumbo rich heavy bakery blended with 3 cakes. So if you like carbs and you like 3 cakes, next time this one is offered, give it a try. That's all I can say about that one, really. This next one here is Luke's Diner and 3 cakes. Luke's Diner is a blend that both Kathy and Jenny offer. It's delicious, fantastic, wonderful. I love it. This is Absolute Coffee, pancakes, 3 cakes, pumpkin pecan waffles, and vanilla crunch donuts blended with 3 cakes. So what I just said, that's Luke's Diner. Luke's Diner is one of my favorite coffee blends. It's creamy, it's rich, it's pumpkin pecan waffle, but it's not too in-your-face coffee. Yes, it's a coffee blend, but there's other stuff going on in here. You can smell the donuts. You can smell a little bit of that pancake batter. You can smell the pumpkin pecan waffles. You can smell the coffee. I love this. I don't get too much 3 cakes. It's just, to my nose, it's just creamy in here, which is fantastic. Next one here, this one is a very, very, very popular blend. This is Strawberry Cake Whisperer. Strawberry Cake Whisperer. There, it focus there. This is strawberry pound cake, buttercream, and then 3 cakes. Yellow cake, birthday cake, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. This one people go nuts over. Of course, strawberry pound cake. A lot of people love strawberry pound cake. Another one that I like in blends. So this one is creamy strawberry pound cake. I think strawberry pound cake is light on its own. That's why I prefer it in blends. This one is creamy and rich and nice. This will be great for springtime or a segue into spring to summer. So that's strawberry. Next one here is one I grabbed 2 of because this was my request. This is Boo's Spooky Castle 3 cakes. So I got 2 of these. Boo's Spooky Castle, of course, is from the Mario-inspired melter line from Rose Girls. It's Booberry, which is blueberry cereal that's out at Halloween time. Vanilla Crunch Donuts, and Monster Cookie, which is delicious on its own. But you blend it with 3 cakes, and it's just ultra creamy rich. I mean, 3 cakes is a creamy blend. If you haven't tried it before, it's creamy, it's rich, it blends with anything. I mean, Kathy blends this with beach nights. She blends it with peppermint. She blends it with not just bakery stuff. I happen to just grab bakery things because I'm a heavy bakery melter, but I also do like a little bit of everything, which is good and bad. But I do like a lot of bakery stuff. I love this one. I'm so happy that this was chosen to be poured because Boo's Spooky Castle was not an option when Jenny offered her Mario melters last year. So I thought, well, we'll see if Kathy can pour it, and she picked it, and I'm happy. So thank you, Kathy, and those of you that voted for it, and those of you that also requested this blend. So, oh, I love this one. I am all out of Boo's Spooky Castle. I might have one more mini melter bag of it. I might, but I don't remember. I'm not melting a lot of Rose Girls right now. I'm working on some other vendors. Next is this one. Lisa Ferranti told me I need to try. She loves this one. This is Raspberry Key Lime 3 cakes. So raspberry, go on, there you go. There you go. So raspberry key lime 3 cakes. I have to be careful with lime in my home. My husband doesn't really care for it, but I try a little bit here and there to see what lime oils he likes. So this one is delicious. It's so good. This is wild raspberry and key lime pie blended with 3 cakes, yellow cake, birthday cake, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. When I smell this here, I'm just graced with lemon and raspberry. I don't get too much 3 cakes in here. It's just creamy. This is beautiful. It's the same the same key lime oil that I think Jenny uses in her Cake by the Ocean. I think it smells similar to that. I bought a muffin in Cake by the Ocean, so this is similar. I mean, to me it smells the same. I like this one a lot. This is nice and fresh and can be any time of year, but will be really good in the warmer weather months. 2 more here for this vendor. This next one is Cherry Crumble 3 cakes. Kathy's admin, Nancy, really likes this one. This is Cherry Crumble, which I like cherry. I know cherry a lot of people don't really care for, but in this case, it's a creamy cherry. It's not, I wouldn't even say it's maraschino. I would say it's more of a cherry pie filling, rich and dense cherry blended with the creaminess of the 3 cakes. So this Smells really, really good. This reminds me of if you ever had another vendor, Teddy Bees, Mrs. Teddy Bear, with the cherry pie filling. This kind of is a little bit along those lines to my nose. So this one I'm happy to grab. I should have grabbed more of this one actually, but that's okay. I have enough. And the last one here is Royal Wedding 3 Cakes. So Royal Wedding 3 Cakes, come on, there we go, is Sugar Cookie Royale, Buttercream, Yellow Cake, Birthday Cake, Cookie Land, and Cupcakes at Tiffany's. So this one I think was a customer creation winner. It has the Cookie Land, which is butterscotch toffee pretzels, funfetti cake, and cookies. I think that's what's in Cookie Land. Cookie Land is one of my favorite blends that Rose Girls offers. It's part of the Mario line officially because it's Cookie Land. But Jenny offers it all year round and has blended with 1,000 different things. What I get here is rich buttercream and just rich, heavy, creamy bakery. So if you're a bakery fanatic, this one would be for you. So the last two things here before I get into L3 is my samples. The first one I got here is Raspberry Cake Donuts. Raspberry Cake Donuts. This is Wild Raspberry, Butter Cookie, and Cake Donut. Let's see what this one's like. This raspberry is a different raspberry than's in the Raspberry Lime cookies. I think that's what it's called. Raspberry Key Lime 3 Cakes. Excuse me. This is a little different. I like this. I'm going to have to melt this to see how it translates on warm. Sometimes raspberries can be a little weird once they warm up. And finally, the last one here is Pumpkin Caramel Clusters 3 Cakes. This one is popular, I know. This one is 3 cakes blended with graham crackers and crunchy caramel clusters. So this one I think is leftover from fall. Not leftover like it's not fresh, but just, you know, lingering from the fall season with all of our pumpkin goodness that a lot of us love. This is very heavy in the caramel clusters. This almost reminds me of a brittle. You know how a peanut brittle, or if you've ever had a a cashew brittle, it's heavy because it has that salt, that nice heavy salt to sweet ratio. I'm getting a brittle vibes from this, which is good. I'm anxious to get that one melting. Okay, that is Scoopable Wax Melts. Now, let's move on into L3. L3 is owned by Jennifer Westing from Silver Creek, not Silver Creek, oh my goodness, Junction City, Oregon. And Kathy and Tim live in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I failed to say that. So each order comes with a invoice. In this case, Trish wrote, "Hi Ash, love tea." That's Trish. Trish is owner of Belux Essentials, which is the body and bath portion under Jen's company. So you get your invoice here with everything that you ordered on it. And then here we go. Is this 2 orders? Let me think. I don't think so. No, this is all 1 order. I ordered this back on February 1st, and I've had this order. I just haven't filmed this video. Okay, I got a mess of scoops. It seems like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this might be a couple of orders combined into one. I really don't remember, but here we go. Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver, right off the bat. We'll kick it off with a lavender blend. I am in love with lavender right now. I can't get enough. I'm working on I've been called up for L3 Customs also. I'm working on my list. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one this time. I have about 6 lavender blends that I'm on my 15th revision of my list, I think. I just, you know, Jen knows I take a long time. So, this Dreamweaver is lavender cream, which lavender cream is such a good lavender. It's creamy lavender, and it's really hard to describe it, you know, because it's a little bit to my nose in between herbal and sweet lavender. It's not just lavender cream. It's lavender cream with sugar cookie dough and bread. So it's got that bakery kick, which lavender and bakery, whether it's cookies or cakes or buttercream, frostings, any of those things, lavender just goes beautiful with bakery, in my opinion. So this is bakery lavender. If you haven't liked Dreamweaver, I actually also got Dreamweaver in This is a bougie bar. I also got Dreamweaver in the bougie bar because I knew that I was going to want more of it. Because, you know, I've been shopping with L3 for 3 years. And I have not purchased Dreamweaver. I have never had Dreamweaver. And I know it's poured all the time. So I thought, you know, I actually requested Dreamweaver. And it was chosen to be poured. So I grabbed it. And I grabbed it in the bougie bar too. So Dreamweaver. Fantastic. Yummy, delicious. Next one here is Leanna's Lullaby. Now, Leanna's Lullaby. Let me see if the actual description is on here. No. Leanna's Lullaby. Do I have 2 Leanna's Lullaby? Let me see. Yep, I have 2 here. Leanna's Lullaby. I think it is a combined order. I ordered a small order and then I got this bigger one here. Because I have 2 Leanna's Lullaby. Leanna's Lullaby and Toasted Mallow, and then just plain Leanna's Lullaby. Another lavender one. This is the dupe for Johnson & Johnson's Bedtime Bath Time Baby. I never know what that's called. I'm sorry. But I think it's Baby Bath, Bedtime Bath. The purple bottle that you can find in the stores. This is a combination of that. This is chamomile and lavender. It's very soothing. My husband loves this blend. This is on my list with some other things blended in with it too. It's one that I'm struggling with because, you know, I'm taking one on a fresh route. I'm taking one on a bakery route. So this one, Leanna's Lullaby, and then Leanna's Lullaby with Toasted Mallow. This is just a little bit sweeter because it has that marshmallow in it. They're basically the same, but if you really want to smell the authentic Leanna's Lullaby, just get it plain. But the marshmallow just gives it a little bit of extra sweetness. It's delicious. They're both delicious. Okay, next scoop is zucchini bread, sweet cream, Danish butter cookies, and orange juice. I know Christy Hartshorn. She's another admin from L3 with I, and Tam Carr is the other admin. She loves orange juice. I don't know if this was... I don't think Christy has had customs for this to be an extra of her customs. When you have, if you have never ordered customs from L3, or if you didn't realize this, when Jen and Trish finish a batch of customs, they pour extras, and the orders that they get through is always on the next ready to ship. So the ready to ship that's going to be on Saturday this week, she's not doing it on Friday, she's doing it on Saturday. The customs that she's working on this week will be available then, you know, or last week or something like that. So that's more that you can buy of your custom if you didn't realize that. So I know Christy uses a lot of orange in her customs, and Orange Bakery especially. This is delicious. I love that color, first of all. It's like that fluorescent. It seems like something that would be in a laboratory that's radioactive. This is so good. It's got orange juice is such... I think I got an orange juice. Yes, I did. I got an orange juice trig tart too. These are the trig tarts. These are usually single oils. Good for blending. The orange juice it's not, to compare it to another vendor, if you've ever had Dessa's Orange Grove, Dessa's Homespun Scents Orange Grove, that is a little bit more orange oil to me, and like the actual peel and the smell that you get when you're actually cutting through an orange. We have Cara oranges downstairs right now, and the rind, the peel just holds where it holds all that oil. It's so concentrated. This is more the juice. It's not the peel and the oil. So just to compare, if you're curious, if you ever had both. I love Orange Bakery. I really should make an Orange Bakery. Blend. Orange chiffon cake is another fantastic orange. But in this one, I'm not getting too much zucchini bread. It's calmed down quite a bit because it's creamed up with the sweet cream, which I love that oil. And the Danish butter cookies is really, really good. And the orange juice, this is a nice, creamy, rich Orange Bakery. If you're looking for that, give this one a try or request this next time they're asking for requests in the shape of your choice. Orange juice, plain, This is delicious. I love this. I'm so glad I grabbed that. Okay. Next scoop we have is Cherries on Snow. This is Yankee. This is the Yankee type. Cherries on Snow. Does it have the description here? No, just Cherries on Snow type. This is a very, very cherry. It is authentic cherry. I have this on my customs list too, with some things blended in it. I like this. I don't know if there's almond in this. I can't remember the description from Yankee. I'm sorry. But if you like Cherries on Snow, this is, I think, one of their original blends. It's been around for however long Yankee's been in business, 40 years, 35 years, something like that, maybe longer. This is one. I'm so excited that Jen has this oil because you can take this and make this extra fruity, kind of like fruit punch. This kind of has a fruit punch vibe, but it's extra cherry. I mean, it's nothing really else. You can take this and make it bakery. You can take this and make it almond. This is delicious. I really, really like this. So good. Yummy. And I actually got this also in a trig tart. I know I have 2 orders in here. I know I've said that. But it's so good. I love this. Cherries on Snow. Okay. Next is Sweet Bakery Dough, fresh picked strawberries, and pumpkin pecan waffles. This is one I've had before, and it's poured pretty frequently. Fresh picked strawberries is one of my favorite strawberry oils. I think I tend to like strawberry and strawberry jam a little bit more because they're a little bit stronger. Strawberry jam is sticky sweeter, and strawberry jam I would say is rich and sweet. Strawberry is sweet, but they're both delicious. Strawberry and zucchini bread is one of my favorite blends. I love it. So when I saw this here, Sweet Bakery Dough is one of my favorite oils too. It's so good. Pumpkin pecan waffles, I'm not getting too much of that in here, but it's just adding that creamy component to it. Yep, Sweet Bakery Dough is on my customs list. That's so good. I love this. Not getting too much strawberry, but if you know anything about strawberry, strawberry comes alive once it has heat. So, looking forward to that one. My next scoop is Amaretto, Give Me All the Carbs. I have been in love with Amaretto my whole life. I love Amaretto. And this one, Give Me All the Carbs, was a customer creation contest winner from last spring. Give Me All the Carbs is fresh baked bread, zucchini bread, and cinnamon sugar pretzel. That's Give Me All the Carbs down here on the bottom. And then Amaretto is just Amaretto, very almondy, very strong. But I love that this was blended together. I have this in another size. I got this. I actually think this was maybe offered in the pre-order that they're getting ready to ship out either the end of this week or next week. I don't remember. She told us, but I don't remember. Last week, Jen was updating us on some things. So this is creamy and rich. It's not too heavy on the amaretto. You can tell it's there, but that Give Me All the Carbs does its job, that it's creamy and bakery and luscious. I love this. And my last scoop is Fresh Cut Roses Vanilla. I think it's Vanillieri type. That's from Lush. And I love this gorgeous, shocking pink. Love this pink. Fresh Cut Roses. I love roses. Roses is my, not roses. Rose is my favorite floral scent. I love roses. My husband got me flowers for Valentine's Day last week delivered. I was in a meeting and I had to run down and answer the door because they wouldn't stop knocking. So I usually don't answer the door when I'm working during the day. But the beautiful bouquet of flowers, and I got to smell a real rose, several, and they were just delicious. This Fresh Cut Roses. Vanillieri is floral from what I remember from Lush. I haven't smelled Vanillieri in a while, but let me see if, I don't think it's on here. No, it's not. Just sometimes the description of these blends are on the invoice, but this one is not. This is Creamy Rose. I love roses, like I said. Jen has several rose oils. She has fresh cut roses, plain rose, and rose jam, I think, and there's maybe one more. I asked because there's a rose blend on my list too. So This is nice. I like this. It's creamy rose. You have to like roses though. That's the only thing that you definitely have to do is like roses. Okay. I got a couple of mini loaves, bitty betties, she calls them. First one here is a tried and true classic. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, yellow cake, cream cheese frosting, and zucchini bread. This one I've had a while. I've had, let me say that again. I've had this several times. It's been a while since I've had it, but I've had it before. This is just, you get, the first thing that I smell is the pumpkin pecan waffles, but after that, it's rich and creamy cake batters and just a delicious yumminess, and I like this one. The cream cheese frosting is a delicious oil. It's been a minute since I've smelled it alone, but I know it's just giving a little bit of creaminess to this blend. I like this. If you like heavy bakery, give that one a try. Okay, the next little loaf I got is Seaside. This is a new blend to me. Seaside is Earl Grey tea and salty sea air. Let's see if it'll focus there. Okay, salty sea air, that's an oil that I go back and forth with. Salty sea air it's salty. You have to like it. And sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. But what attracted me to this one is it's blended with Earl Grey tea, which I love Earl Grey. I have it downstairs. I just bought a fresh box last week. Earl Grey is tea with a little bit of bergamot. It's very distinct. It's one of the most popular teas, if not the most popular tea worldwide. It is delicious. And I thought blending it with salty sea air, I'm getting mostly salty sea air, but at the tail end of my sniff, I can get a little bit of the Earl Grey tea. So if you don't know what Earl Grey tea smells like, it might be hard for you to pick it up in this blend. You'll just pretty much smell salty sea air, but there is a little bit of a tea note to it, especially it's a black tea. I can get it because I'm familiar with Earl Grey. I know some people aren't tea drinkers. I am. I always will be. I've got so many tea bags. I love tea. This is one I'm excited. This is good for meditation. It's good for bath time, spa time, after cleaning. This is a really nice blend. I like that one. And the last little loaf I got is Slumber Party. This is a lavender blend. This is Sweet 16, which is an ultra heavy, rich bakery blend with lavender, buttermint, cotton candy frosting. So lavender and buttermint and cotton candy frosting can go together blended with anything. What I'm smelling right off the bat here, I am getting the creaminess from that buttermint. Buttermint is such an underused oil in my opinion. I think people forget about it for a little bit and then kind of go crazy with it, just in my opinion. Buttermint gives a little bit of extra something that's a sweet mint to it. I like buttermint. Buttermint, and then I'm getting the lavender. This does smell a little bit like an herbal lavender to me. Then I'm getting the creaminess of the cotton candy frosting. If I'm going to do a cotton candy, I do like cotton candy frosting over plain cotton candy because it's a little bit, I know it's a little bit sweeter, but it's also a little bit creamier to me, which helps that sickeningly sweet note that some cotton candies can give to me. The Sweet 16 is heavy bakery, and I'm getting it a little bit in the back end of my sniff, but this is mostly a lavender buttermint blend. So this is Slumber Party, another new one to me. Okay, let's go ahead and go into the remaining Trig tarts that I have here. Jen got some new oils. She has a lot of oils, each order, I know this is a combined order because I have two spoonulas. They give us a spoonula with every Scoopable order that we have. Jen got some new oils and she's poured them. The first one I want to talk about is Mulberry. Mulberry is probably, sorry, my throat hurts for a second. Mulberry is probably one of my very first home fragrance smells, because if you think about it, I'm an 80s baby, and by the time I really understood what fragrance was and what it did and its purpose, it was in the 90s, and Mulberry seemed like it was all over the place. I remember Wicks. Do you remember Wicks and Sticks? I loved Wicks and Sticks. Oh my goodness. Wicks and Sticks was a store. It's now out of business, but it was a store in the malls that that sold candles and oils and potpourris and all sorts of stuff, wicks and sticks. And that's where I was introduced to Yankee Candle. And mulberry was something my mother always had in our home. So this is a little bit of a blast to the past, which I'm not complaining about. This is really, really good. I like this. I'm trying to think right off the bat what I would blend this with. This is giving me berry vibes, but more of a cranberry vibe, but it's sweet, no tart. I think cranberry and mulberry would go beautiful together. Even cranberry chutney, that's another oil that Jen has. Cranberry chutney would go great with this. You could even make this creamy. You could probably mix this with a birthday cake or a white cake and it would be fine. But this here is also, it's also very good standalone. So this is mulberry. Next is one I've had many times. This is Wildberry Mousse. Whenever she pours this alone, I always grab it because I love Wildberry Mousse. And yes, there's Wildberry Mousse on my customs list. Love Wildberry Mousse. This is, it's hard to describe it. It's a creamy berry. It's creamy berry. Some people don't care for Wildberry Mousse. There's also Wildberry, which is a mixture, I think, strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, something like that. I didn't like Wildberry Mousse when I first got into wax, but I have since fell in love with it, and I can't get enough of it. So this I blend, use this as a blender. Love that. Next is one that has quite a following. This is Cafe Cubano Spiced Oat Milk. And I thought Cafe Cubano was separate and spiced oat milk was separate, but if it's one oil, then great, that's even better. Cafe Cubano Spiced Oat Milk is a coffee blend. Cuban coffee is coffee and brown sugar. So it's sweetened coffee with spiced oat milk, which just gives a little bit of spice, not bad. It's creamy with a little bit of warmth to it. I love this. I can't get enough of this. I actually have a bee bar. I think I have a bee bar in Cafe Cubano Spiced Oat Milk. That is a good one. It's poured quite frequently. And these next two are new oils to me. This first one is Black Opium by YSL Yves Saint Laurent, I think. That's how you pronounce it. I probably butchered it, but I did the best I can. Black Opium, it's one of the most popular fragrances in the whole entire world. If you haven't smelled it, next time you're in a large department store, go by the fragrance counter and sniff Black Opium. That's really the best way I can tell you how to describe it to you, because of course it's not going to be on here because Black Opium is a complex fragrance. But I did see a commercial on TV last week. They're releasing Black Opium Cherry, which I really might have to cough it up and buy a bottle of that because I love cherry stuff. I love all of that stuff that it gives. Black Opium is mysterious. It's addictive. It's sexy. Black opium. Opium, of course, from the poppy plant. Opium. Ugh. I can't describe this to you. It's hard to put into words. It's right up there with, I wouldn't quite say tobacco vanille, because tobacco vanille is a little bit easier to describe, but it's kind of like your Baccarat Rouge 540, your Angel Share, your By the Fireplace. It's kind of difficult to describe that one. And this next one, same. This is Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford. Yes, that's really the name of this fragrance. And it's named very appropriately because it is fabulous. This, oh, it's smoky. Not smoky like campfire, but it's got a smokiness to it. But there's so many other things. There's so many other things that is in this. Nothing's really sticking out to me but smokiness and the sophisticated fragrance that this is. This is right up there, like I said, next to Kilian, Angel Share, next to By the Fireplace by Replica. I don't know, maybe Replica didn't make By the Fireplace. I don't really know all the names. There's just way too many out there. But I know Kilian is Angel Share and Tom Ford. Tom Ford makes my other favorite fragrance, Tobacco Vanille, which is tobacco and vanilla. So good. So, unfortunately, these last two, if you're interested in them, just go and check out the notes on the fragrance websites, or even look up the fragrance oils and you can see the notes that are there, but they're very complicated, very complex. Okay, I have a couple more items here. Oh, I have 2 more scoops. I lied. I thought I was done. Sabrina. Okay, this is 16th birthday cake and pink petal tea cakes, which is a Bath & Body Works dupe. I saw this and I thought, I didn't know that Jen had pink petal tea cakes. That's one of my favorite oils. I didn't know that. So I grabbed this, and it's mixed with 16th birthday cake, which is just heavy bakery. This, if you've ever smelled, pink petal tea cakes from Bath & Body Works, that's this with a little bit of extra bakery. Sabrina. And my last scoop, I promise, is amaretto, almond cookies, and graham cracker. Another amaretto situation. This is creamy amaretto. I smell the cookie and I smell the graham cracker. Graham cracker just gives a little bit of, I don't want to say bland, but it's not super sweet. It's just a little bit of honey creaminess. So that's how I would describe that one. I have 2 bags of samples here, which I'll do last. I have a couple more items here. Wonka Vision. This is a bougie bar. Wonka Vision. This is strawberry bread and cherry chip cake, which are 2 of my favorite oils. Cherry chip cake and strawberry bread. Strawberry bread is not quite as sweet to my nose as strawberry and strawberry jam because it has that bread note to it, which is delicious. And cherry chip cake is the cake that is, I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued because I can't find it in any store here in Utah. And the last time I traveled, I didn't even look in the grocery store for it. But I'm pretty sure cherry chip cake has been discontinued. It's cherry cake, which is so good. You could blend it. I think that would go really good with watermelon cake. Watermelon cake is one of my other favorite delicious, fantastic, delicious, wonderful, yummy bakery blends. This is a cloud cake. This is in Deadpool. I've looked at Deadpool for years. I just never bought it. This is Smells Like a Sweaty Superhero. Smells like a sweaty superhero should. Vanilla Patchouli and Abercrombie Fierce. Okay, Abercrombie Fierce. That's nice. Abercrombie Fierce smells fantastic. It's hard for me to smell it because one of my boyfriends in college wore it and that did not end well. And now when I smell it, you know, smell takes you right back to those memories, good and bad. But, you know, I've gotten over it. Yes, of course. I just don't want to smell it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it. Even though you might have gotten over something, you still feel that pain or that hurt or sadness or whatever you want to call it. I just don't prefer to smell fierce. Thank goodness Marty doesn't wear fierce. So this vanilla patchouli, I know Tam likes a lot, and I love patchouli. I really, really like this. This is good. This, I'm not quite smelling fierce. It's a nice blend of vanilla patchouli. I do like that. That is really, really good. Tough one to describe to you, but if you like any of these things like this, give it a try. Okay. 3 bags of bunts. Okay, this first one is Crunch Berry Crisp, Maraschino Cherry, Sugared Shortbread, and Strawberry Jam. That's this one right here. Crunch Berry Crisp is a cereal that I've never heard of before, but this is nice. What I'm smelling mostly in here is I'm getting heavy strawberry jam with a little bit of cereal in the background. Not this, I wouldn't really even say this is super heavy cereal to my nose because that strawberry jam does, well, I mean, it's there. You can smell the cereal, but it's not boom in your face like Fruit Loops and for Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Crisp and all those Cocoa Pebbles, I mean. It's there, but it's strawberry jam cereal. That's that one. Next is Blue Raspberry Jello, Vanilla Wafer, Whipped Cream, and Cream Cheese Frosting. This one here, Blue Raspberry Jello. This is creamy right now. I'm not getting too much Blue Raspberry Jello. Very creamy. That one, I think I'm going to let this cure a little bit longer because it's not quite up to where I know it should be, because I've had blue raspberry jello before. I like this one. I'm glad I got this. This will be a nice, ready for summer one. Last one here is Blueberry. I love Blueberry. Blueberry, Rice Krispie, funnel cake, and cotton candy frosting. That's this one here. So Blueberry is my favorite cereal oil next to Fruit Loops. This is good. You can really smell the Rice Krispies in here. This is delicious. Not too much cotton candy frosting. This is pretty much Blueberry. Smells good though. Blueberry and Rice Krispie. So just kind of imagine those two together. Jen usually gives us candy in our orders. So this time we have Chupa Chups. I remember when Chupa Chups were really, really big. I got lemon and strawberry. Lemon and strawberry. Strawberry something. I can't see the really name on here. But Chupa Chups. Sometimes we get Laffy Taffy. Chupa Chups. Now let's do the samples. And then this video is a wrap. So, first bag I got here. Poppy, my cat, loves bread ties, so I'll save that for a rainy day. Let me open up the second bag here. Stretching my leg out here. Oh, I hope I'm not getting a cold, but I think I am. I hate colds. It's not so bad during the day, it's night. And sleeping. I hate it. But it's been a while since I've had a cold. Come on. Yeah, okay. My 2 bags of samples. First one here is Blizzard Breezes. Blizzard Breezes. I think this was part of the Advent calendar, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't do a video for the Advent calendar. I did buy an Advent calendar and I melted every single day of it. And I do apologize. I took a step back from my social and from YouTube at the end of the year and in January, and I just didn't get it filmed in time. And instead of me filming it now and having people think, well, how does she remember how these smell? Even though I do keep notes on all the things I melt and all the things I review, I just didn't film it. There are many blends that are offered that were part of that Advent calendar, because I will say of the 3 years I've been shopping with L3, this past year's calendar, the blends were just out of the ballpark. They were the best ones yet. I love them. So they'll be back. I'm pretty sure Blizzard Breezes was in there, but if it wasn't, it was one of the blends, part of the blends that was in there. So this smells like creme de menthe and cool mint. This is nice. It's creamy and cool, and that's about all I can describe from that one. Next one, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles Pie Crust. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles Pie Crust. This one's pretty simple. I don't really get too much pie crust. If anything, it's just extra gooey and doughy pumpkin pecan waffles. That one's good. Next is sugared violet petals and warm vanilla sugar. I love sugared violet petals. It's such a good oil. Warm vanilla sugar is too. I love warm vanilla sugar. This one is violet. Floral. But it's a pretty beautiful perfumey floral to me. Next is White Woods and Sugar Cookie Royale. White Woods I had a couple of years ago. I liked it. I don't remember the notes to it though. This is a creamy cookie with maybe a little bit hint of woodsy to it. Next one is Wildberry Mousse. Ooh, Wildberry Mousse, Santa's on Keto and Hot Cocoa. This one. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Wildberry Mousse, Santa's on Keto, Hot Cocoa. That's nice. The Wildberry Mousse and the chocolate marry very well together. Even though I'm not a hot cocoa person, I do like this blend. Man, I might have to request that again. I do like that. And finally, we have Strawberry Pound Cake, Zucchini Bread, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. This one's been poured a million times. Yep, it's a little bit of pumpkin pecan waffles, a little bit of the bread, of zucchini bread, and a little bit of the strawberry from the strawberry pound cake. So, okay, that's my video, my combined haul for Scoopable Wax Melts and L3. Like I said at the beginning, I need to do my empties video. It's a whole entire month worth, so I am going to split it. I know I am. I just have to see what's happening with my throat. So, hope everyone has a beautiful week, and springtime is a-coming. Only 30-some days until spring. The end of the basketball season's coming, and I know those of you that follow basketball, March Madness is about a month away, a little less than a month away. That's big time. That's big time in my home. My husband's birthday is around that time, and basketball. So, hope everyone, like I said, has a great week. Thanks for watching so much and all your support, and I'll see you soon.